was going empty sets, or obviously you're comfortable splitting out wide, but just moving you around the field. It seems like maybe under Gino some different ways to get guys open, whether it's you or the receivers.
Yeah, I think that speaks to how dynamic our offense is and can be. You know, with everybody at running back, we got good depth, and the game that Trey and Tyler had. I think it just goes to show how dangerous we can be on the offense side of the ball.
Joe and then Chad in the front.
Hey Josh, this game last year was obviously a really big deal for this football team. We all know what happened at Notre Dame. It was probably being the signature win, but this kind of set up your team to start getting national attention. Do you recall how much this game meant to this team last year to go to Indiana and get that win?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of, it allowed us to see, what kind of team we had, and it set the standard for this year. It showed us what we can do and what we can achieve, and that's our goal, and that's what we're going to go out to do this Saturday. Simple as that.
Is it a little more challenging this year, keeping focus, because so many guys are spreading the ball around, and you have to make sure you're ready at any point in time that Ben's going to try to stick it in there?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying, just with the dynamic offense, I was going through that a little bit last year, and I would just say to myself, being in the right spots at the right times, and Ben will find me. But other than that, just do your job, and good things will happen. So
the win last year there is one thing, but it wasn't a pretty first half. You guys were down at halftime and had a pretty big deficit, but were able to rally back from that. As one of the leaders of this team this year, what will you pull from that to help this team make sure they're successful this year?
Yeah. And that's how it was just this past week too. I thought we got off to a little rocky start. And as an offense, you got to start fast and you got to stay fast. I think we got to limit turnovers and penalties. I think that's going to be a key factor to this game. But at the end of the day, they're all X's on the board, and we just got to be us. It really comes down to that.
We asked Vic on Saturday about going down 10-0 and then kind of the way the team responded. He said it maybe felt like a little bit more calmer demeanor, compared to last year, and some of that's Ben's personality. Some of that was the way the defensive leaders are this year. Do you sense that? Is it maybe a little bit calmer, different vibe?
Most definitely, and that's one thing you kind of think about going into the season. We have young guys on our team, but it was almost surprising to me, and kind of a relief that they're very mature, and I think that comes from the guys that have led this program in the past. The Dez, the Kobe's, the Sauces, they set a standard, and that something that just all the young guys have looked up to.
Other questions for Josh? More? We good? Cool. One more. Joe, the man.
Sorry. At the buzzer. Hey Josh, how big is this game? Look, Indiana comes here undefeated. You guys obviously have goals, what you want to accomplish this year. I asked Luke this question about the idea that you guys no longer have to prove yourself against these Power 5 schools, and you guys have already done that several times over. So how big is this game when you bring Indiana here, knowing that you beat them last year, you're going to get the best shot this year?
Yeah. You mentioned best shot. I think, they're going to come out, they're going to come out strong and fast. That's something to be ready for. On defense, I think they're physical up front. They like to disguise things on the back end, and move guys around up front. Sorry, what was the question? My bad.
Just how big of a game does this feel to you?
Yeah, to me, I don't really feel pressure. I just like to think that just do what we do. Vic always says focus on us. And don't worry about outside noise or anybody that comes in here. This is our house. No matter who comes in here, we got to protect it. It's plain and simple, and that's all I got on my mind.